Hey, lovelies. It is so freaking early right now. It's ridiculous. I'm so tired. I'm doing everything I can to keep my eyes open. I need to go to sleep, and I will here after I get done shooting this. And then I gotta go grocery shopping, hopefully. And then I gotta go to work. And before I do that, I gotta take a shower. So I gotta sleep, shower, grocery shop, work, grocery shop, or if not today, then tomorrow. Got a grocery shop. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But been needing to go grocery shopping for a while, but it's like just me, my mindset, the way that I am. I get tired of explaining myself in every fucking video that I make because it's like feeding insecurity, and it's like, and sorry, I really can't keep my eyes open that well. I'm so tired. But it's like feeding insecurity, and it's like I'm tired of being insecure. Like, you reach a point where you're just so fucking fed up, and it's like, I don't want to be some cocky little son of a bitch, but at the same goddamn time, it's like, fuck, I am tired of people hating me. They can kiss my ass. I'm done. And that's even like all this stuff that irks me and gets on my nerves for as far as just people in general and social media and everything. It's like, I'm just like, I don't give a shit in the back of my head. I'm just like, I don't care. I mean, I do because I'm a loving, caring, tender-hearted person, but all these people that, like, attack me or make me even feel attacked, it's like, why are you trying to waste your fucking time trying to corner me all the time? Do you have nothing better to do? And do you really have to use me as a stepping stool to get somewhere in your damn life? And it's just like, and if you do, then I feel really fucking sorry for you. Because, I mean, I don't know. But it's like, I done been thinking kind of past probably sometime early this morning. I was like, I'm going to make this video and I'm going to list it as friends. And I was like, I'm going to just come out and be like, I have no friends and I'm never going to have any friends. Because I've reached a point where it's like, friendships do not exist. It is the biggest fucking facade, and it's nothing new is the thing. Friendships never really have existed. I have listened to my grandmother talk about her friends, and my mom and friends, and going out on double dates with friends, and then the friend ends up dating the guy that you dated because he didn't like you and he whispered in her ear or what the fuck ever, and next thing you know, they're dating and, or some shit like that. And people have just been cruel and selfish forever. And I can't change that. And I'm not saying that I'm not, but I'm me, damn it. I'm me. I am who I am. I like what I like about myself. And I'm sorry if people have a problem with my confidence level. I'm sorry if people have a huge, oh my God, because I feel like just a flood of shit kind of came whenever I started this. And it's like, Jennifer, met her at work. She seemed pretty cool, told me her sexuality. Then told me that she don't tell people her sexuality unless she's wanting to have sex with them. And then months later, and months and months and months later, I mean, she's been helping me for at least for 6 damn months. Let's see, yeah, I guess, or somewhere around there. And it's like, she's cool. I don't mind her. I hang out with her. And it's like, maybe I gave her the wrong message when I went over one night, and like, I was just really fucking emotional. And it's like, I know that I don't talk behind closed doors fond of everybody 24/7. And it's not because I'm an asshole. And it's not because I've placed a judgment on them and I actually think something horrible about them. But for the love of fucking Pete's sake, or what the fucking goddamn Sam hell ever, if I am questioning, and see, that's the thing, I'm sorry that a lot of people can question me behind my back and really do shit talk me and really do pass judgment. But it's like, I'm constantly questioning everybody. What was it? I seen this one thing and it was like, oh, who is it? Is it like Alan Watts saying from him or something, I guess? I don't know, but it was like, you know, children always tell the truth until they learn what a lie is, or some shit like that. And something else, I don't know. And I read it and I was just like, that's the reason I don't fit in. Is because I don't lie. And then this person that like wrote me on one of the Minos that I'm on a few nights ago was like, oh, you'll get your kid back, don't worry about it, and being real positive and real sweet to me. And they told me that I need to get another attorney, but they told me that I need to learn to lie. And if you can't read my facial cues, because they might not be as strong because I'm really sleepy, I am being told to lie. And I've been being told to lie, or that I should have lied whenever I went to court. And this is why I don't fucking fit in. And so if everybody looks at me and is like, what does she have that I don't have? Let's say that they're like that. What does she do that I don't do? Why is she better than me? Like, if they even fucking feel that way. Which I don't think they really do, but some of them I think that they do at first. And so they get jealous and envious. And then they gotta pick me apart and shit talk me. But that's the difference. There you go. There it is. In a nutshell. There it is. So if you're wanting what it is that I have, then do what I do. But if not, then shut the fucking Sam hell up. Please, shut up. I am sick of it. But anyways, back to Jennifer, one night I went over and like, cause I was questioning her, like back behind my closed door of my house, I reckon. But I do that with everybody, and I was just like, is she really my friend? I don't know if she's really my friend or not. I don't know, because she says this, and that hurts my feelings. And she says that, and that hurts my feelings. And she does this, and it hurts my feelings. And she does that, and it hurts my feelings. But for crying out fucking loud, like, when you've come from an abusive-ass family like mine, it's like, oh, Dad beat the shit out of me, and I didn't do a fucking thing wrong. Huh. And then it's like people, that hear about my dad abusing me, especially touching me, they're like, oh my God, he's a horrible piece of shit. Let's murder him. Let's kill him. Let's this, let's that. I don't know what the hell I'm made of. I just know I am the thing that I am. Like, I'm what the fuck ever I am, damn it. And I don't know. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like, people need to calm the fuck down. And it's like everybody sins. And I'm not saying that everybody goes out and does the shit that my dad does. There are some that don't. And there are some that do. And there are some that do a fucking hell of a lot worse than him. And that's just like, anything, you're supposed to be like, oh, well, my life is so great, because it could have been worse. And that's just like me walking around on a busted ankle for 4 fucking years. Well, it could be worse. I could be without a fucking leg completely. It's just like, son of a bitch. And it's just like, fucking hell, it could have been worse. And it wasn't. And you gotta learn to take the good with the bad. And I'm sorry that I took that shit literal when I was a kid, but then again not, because it's made me who the fuck I am. And I'm sorry if when you heard it when you were a kid, you didn't take it literal. And that's the thing too about me, is I take things very fucking literal. But the thing that you got, people gotta learn me is the best way. If people really want to know me, they have to learn me. And the thing is nobody has given a shit to learn me or know me or anything other than my kid. My kid knows me like the back of her hand, or what the hell ever. She literally knows everything about me. For the most part. Well, yeah, 98% of everything about me. And it's just like, I don't know. And I'm just sick of people, in general, not liking me or trying to shit talk me or trying to, I don't know, use me as a stepping stool, keep me down, step on me, make me feel like shit, play mind games with me, lie to me, manipulate me, think that being petty in front of my face is really, yeah, it's damaging, okay? Yeah, it fucking hurts. Yeah, I go and cry about it. But at the end of the day, you're still a pussy. You're still a little shithead. I'm like a dude. I would rather somebody come up to me, in all honesty, and haul off and slap the shit out of me, and us get into a fucking fight about it. And that's how we go about settling the shit and squaring it away. But I'm not going to be the instigator. I'm not going to go up to you because you want to be Miss Petty Princess and slap the shit out of you. Because in all honesty, it's just kind of retarded to me. It's like, you're wasting every day saying something petty about me. Like, damn, you must care about me. Holy shit, every day, And that's the reason, even I was trying to get at, with Jennifer, maybe I gave her a confused signal or whatever, but I went over one day and, she was really sad when I went over. And, I had been really sad. And it's like, I just went in over there and, she just looked so depressed, and I was like, don't be depressed or what the fuck ever. I was like, I'm the depressed one, you're the anxious one or what the fuck ever. And I was just like, listen, I was like, I really love you. I was like, because I don't think she's heard that a lot in her life from anybody, in all goddamn honesty. Or I don't think she's ever heard it from anybody that's telling her the fucking truth. Thing about me is, even though I don't love everybody, I love everybody. I don't know how more plainly to put that. I have respect for every living, breathing fucking thing. That's the reason I can forgive my damn daddy for being a shithead. But damn it, does that mean that I want to let other shithead people that are like him or that are almost as bad as him or even worse than him into my fucking life and be forgiven of them? No, I'm tired of abuse. No, I'm not in the fucking line to put up with your shit, motherfucker. But damn it, if you need somebody to, then let me do that for you. But don't go crying wolf and talking shit about me behind my back when I love you and I'm trying to be loving towards you and I don't mean, and let me be that. But at the same goddamn time, don't be an abusive little cunt behind my back. I got my whole fucking family to do that. I got plenty of those. Like, I don't know how else to explain shit. But anyways, it's like, this video, mainly, the whole thing I'm gonna, like, label it as is friendships. Like, do they exist? Or I don't have any friends, or I don't believe in friendships anymore. I really don't. Because I don't want to be all, I'm on a higher level, stuck up or what the fuck ever, but damn it. And that's the reason when people do get with me or what the fuck ever, that's the reason they say shit to me that sorry, but that's the way my brain feels whenever they say it. It kind of startles me and scares me, and I'm like, oh shit, But they're like, you're perfect. Muhammad, what? Huh? No. And then it's like bipolar. And that's the funny thing about it, is like I've been called bipolar by a bunch of people, on and off. And one minute they'll tell me I am, the next minute they'll tell me that I ain't. One minute they'll tell me this, and they'll tell me that. I don't even give a shit anymore, because everything is just a fucking opinion. And god damn it, I'm entitled to my own. And in all fucking honesty, in my fucking opinion, I don't have depression. In my fucking opinion, nobody does. In my fucking opinion, none of these psychological bullshit and ass things even barely fucking exist, except for maybe fucking paranoid schizophrenia. All the rest of it is just a bunch of bullshit that you're going through, and your mind is trying to figure out how the fuck to process it all, because you are hurting. You are struggling. You have struggled. You have felt pain. Emotional, psychological, mental, all that, like everything. And it's just the way that you coped with it. It's not that you're fucking mentally insane. And then even at that, paranoid schizophrenia to a degree. I don't know how far back, people talking to themselves or what the hell ever, or thinking that they, hallucinations and all that. And boy, medicines, and when they came in, and then like if your parent, or grandparent was one of those that was locked up and in an insane asylum because, they had hysteria or some shit, like, holy fucking goddamn hell, son of a bitch. I just can't. But I'm not battling depression, in my personal opinion. I say it because it's the normal way to fucking explain it to idiots that don't understand, when I want to sit down with them and go, listen, I had this happen. I had that happen. I lived through this. I lived through that. It made me feel this way. It made me feel that way. I'm very sad. And then I'm angry. But then my anger turns into sadness. Because I can't be as angry as I want to be. Because in all honesty, it's probably kind of fucking ungodly. And I've not had an outlet to get rid of my anger in a healthy way. Which is what I've been trying to fucking work at. And the only way that I can do that, with my parents being such controlling little fucking pricks, is if I would have had a job a long ass time ago, if I didn't have a busted ankle, and if I could even now get my ankle fixed, and then if I had the money to go to a fucking gym and take some goddamn boxing classes or something. Okay? People want to know my dreams and aspirations. Honey, I want to beat the shit out of a punching bag. I want to become a fucking professional at that shit to a degree. But then again, not. I really don't want the life of a boxer or anything like that. And people might watch this and fucking laugh about it. Because, yeah, I'm overweight now. Yeah, I'm fat. Yeah, I have a busted ankle. Yeah, I don't have a lot of money. But guess what? I've been working at the shit forever. It might happen. It might not. I don't know. I ain't God. Obviously. Because if I was, don't you think I would have gave myself a better fucking life? Don't you think I'd give anybody a better fucking life? And then people also throw off on that and they're like, oh, God doesn't exist because if God existed, then he would have compassion. And then Jennifer, she even, what was it she said to me? And see, she says things to me and I'm just, whew. It's like you're stepping on toes because I don't say nothing to you about your religion. I come in my home, I get on my YouTube, I shoot my videos, and I talk about it because it irritates me. But I don't say nothing to you, and I try not to. And even when you ask me questions that kind of retained my beliefs, I try to rephrase, reword, so that way I'm not coming across as somebody trying to push my religion upon you. But it's like you don't do that. And it's okay. It's okay. But at the same damn time, it's like, could you try to not? And maybe you do. And if you do, I appreciate it. If you don't, though, could you start trying to? Because it's kind of annoying. But it's like, she has gotten the car. I mean, and it makes it come across like she really just has a problem with me. In all honesty. And maybe she's mad because I don't want her. I don't know. And then the thing is whenever I told her I was in love with EJ, she's the one that's like, well, the heart wants what it wants. Okay then, so if you get that, then why? Well, why? Why? But, and I get it. I get that you're human, and I'm human, and I get it to a degree. It's like, well, here's the answer to the why. But it's like, damn it, can you just stop? It's like, when people stop with me, I'll stop with them, goddammit. But when they don't stop with me, fuck, I will keep going too. I'll get on that bitch and ride it into tomorrow, Sorry, I've been watching The Croods. Well, I had to watch it. I didn't have to, but when I was watching Jennifer's Kid, that's all she wanted to watch. But fucking hell, man. Like, son of a bitch. I don't know. I'm just tired of people not liking me, but at the same time, I really don't give a shit. I'm too fucking tired. I'm 30 years old. I'm at least a third through my fucking life, just about. Third of the way through my fucking life. And I have not really done anything that I have wanted to do other than finally move the fuck out 4 years ago on my own. Get married, even though that went down the shithole. Have a beautiful child and raised her until my fucking parents took her from me. Almost had a second beautiful child. And still very, very appreciative to God for that opportunity, even though it resulted in a very unfair way. I've had pets that, granted, I've not fully taken care of completely and 100% by myself. But then again, that's even like with a kid. It takes a village to raise a kid, and dogs and cats and what the fuck ever. But I got pets. I own material things that make it look like a home to a degree. Even though it's not the best home, and it's tacky home and flea market home. And that's what I'm going to get into here in a minute about the flea market shit. But, any fucking ways, I'm just tired. I'm just tired of people's shit. God damn it. I'm so tired of it. But, Jennifer, she said to me in the car or whatever. Well, for starters, what was it? And it's like she's very barky with the way, like, that she does things to a degree whenever she does it. It's like she feels that she has to have that intense passion come through because that's letting you know that, she's serious. And it's like, okay, calm down, dial it down a notch. We got it. We got the message when you said it the first time. You don't have to keep reiterating. But then again, hell, what the fuck am I doing on my goddamn YouTube half the fucking time? So who the fuck am I to talk? But see, that's the thing with me, is like, I'm such a mediator and an INFP, and that's the thing too, is, what is it? There's this one amino that's INTP, and it's the closest that I can find that seems like a halfway decent site dealing with the Myers-Briggs test that's not beating up the Myers-Briggs test. And these people kind of believe in it. And so there's only one, letter difference or what the fuck ever, and the feelings and all that and everything, but they get it. And they're like, you ever just debate with somebody over something that they're like, set in, just so that way you can figure out where you stand, and then by the time you're done debating, you still don't know where you stand? Because it's like just being so flexible, and not in a bad, crazy way, or like somebody that has borderline personality disorder that's just, they bounce from one relationship to another, and, this one's a biker, and so they want to be a biker, and they go out and they try to be a biker, and they fucking wreck, and then they go out with this other person just a week later, and this person does ballet, and now they want to do ballet, or, that's just kind of like a little, it's not even really a very good, but still, it's kind of a little stereotypical, like, way of it, or what the fuck ever. But, and it's like also, what is it? It's also a little bit of never growing up and never figuring out who the fuck you really are, to a degree. You've never had the opportunity to kind of experience everything, and you didn't have the freedoms to, and so you don't really know who the fuck you are, and you're trying to figure it out, and you're trying to figure it out really quick because you think if you figure it out really quick, but that's the mind game and the head wrap of fucking life, and shit and everything, is your taste is going to change over time. If you allow it to. See, it's all a fucking game. Your brain is a game. And you can choose to be in control of the game, or you can choose to just let it go haywire. I mean, that's like me. I'm sitting here and I like the way my home looks. It looks like an 80s home to a degree, kind of. It's a little redneck. It's a little, poverty person home looking shit thing. What the fuck ever. It's redneck as hell, I guess. It's me. It's like my granny and my mama and my mom and the way that I grew up and all that and everything just kind of combined. And it's like I could get rid of every fucking thing, sell it all, get the fuck rid of it, and then be like, oh, I'm going to be, what is it that they call it? It's not techno. Fuck, what is it? What is it? Anyways, it's where they just got, like, very minimal stuff, and it's not a minimalist, but it's modern. There you go. I could go modern. I could get rid of all this homey, comforty shit and go modern. And to a degree, I can walk into a modern house, that's decorated, in a modern way. And after being there a while, like say a friend was like, hey, you can spend a month with me or 6 weeks, and it takes a month to create a habit. I'd be like, man, it's fucking cool as hell up in this bitch. Hell yeah, I like it. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to, and that's the thing, is you're always going to go back to your roots a little bit. And so that's something that everybody just needs to go the fuck ahead and accept about themselves. And I'm not saying you have to stay stuck to your roots. You can go out and you can try the modern way, decorating your home or what the fuck ever. But eventually, you're going to start to notice that you're pulling in a little bit of the comfort shit that you used to have. That's just like if I get rid of all my fucking knickknacks, I swear to God, the next time I go
to a flea market. And I'll get back on that again. Sorry, I'm really kind of just, because I got, But anyways, or I go to even fucking Hallmark, and they got all their little collectibles and their porcelain and their this and their ornaments and what the fuck ever. I'm gonna end up buying some shit. That's all there is to it. There's always gonna at least be like 5 little whatnots in my god-forsaken house. Like, it's never gonna fail. I mean, if I can afford it, it's gonna be there. I mean, that's just the end of it. But anyways, Jennifer, what was it? She said to her daughter, what was it? Well, for starters, her daughter was watching, what movie did I have in that night? Harry Potter. Had in Harry Potter. And her daughter's little. And she asked me, she said, and I mean, she's little, and I'm not sitting here trying to, when I'm with a kid, I don't think to myself, now I've got to raise you to be some type of genius. Don't think that at all. I think, God, your life's not going to be as fun as it is now. I'm going to make sure you enjoy it. That's honestly what the fuck kind of goes on in my head. I'm going to make sure you're at least somewhat happy. And if I can get you something that's going to make you happy, whether I got to pay for it or however I got to, or whether I got to go make you a sandwich a certain way or cut your egg up like I used to do Ava, I'll do it. Because I'm going to try to make you happy. But, it's like setting the bar of what to expect, what to tolerate. You don't need to tolerate people that treat you like shit. Yet here I am. But anyways, I need to take my own fucking advice. But, anyways, we're watching Harry Potter. And it's right before, I think it showed Dobby or something. And the kid asked me, she like, are those people, are they real? And my mind went, yeah, because, for instance, like Beowulf, and it's that computer animation type shit that's over, like, actual, and everything. And so I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, but they're acting to be, somebody else, because that's the thing too, is like, she's like that with her kid. Me, I just let my kid watch stuff when she was growing up and let her believe and think what she wanted to until she got a little older. And then I kind of was like, here, let me show you, and I showed her like Face Off and how they make the molds and all that and masks and, and all kinds of stuff and everything. But, I mean, she's little, I just gonna let her watch it. And then that's the thing too, because I've done that, my kid, remembering when she was the same age as this child, my kid could watch a movie and actually watch it all the way through. For the most part. For the majority of the time. Because she was so wrapped up in it and intrigued in it that she wanted to know the ending. But she wanted to watch it and let it conclude itself. Where Jen's kid is constantly kind of asking, what's this and what's going to happen and I wonder and this and, and it reminds me of my grandmother in all honesty. And I'm just like, how about you keep watching it? Just keep watching it. It'll show you. But, so anyways, I said, yeah, the Harry Potter people were real, And at that point in time on the screen, everybody it showed leading up was real, And I said, but they're acting to be, those people or something like that. And Jen overheard, and Jen's like, oh yeah, and she's like, yeah, they're real, to her daughter, And then she's like, no, they're not, and she's like, they're animated. And I thought to myself, they're not animated, like, and I thought about, like, a better way to kind of describe it, but I didn't want to step on toes, and I got what she was getting at, but it's like, I don't know if her daughter got the whole, you know, like if it confused her. You get what I'm saying? Because two different people saying two different things. That's another reason, like me and Jen, if we tried, we wouldn't get along. Just because simple stuff like that. And I'm not saying it from a hateful, perspective, but it's just truth. It's just truth. And that's like me being religious and her not. And my daughter's religious. And her daughter, for as far as I know, is religious, but she's not going to be, I don't think, if, she's raised constantly, by her mom, which she will be. I think she's probably going to grow out of it. But, anyways, so she said that, and then one day we was in the car, and she said something, what was it? She was, like, scolding me, almost, is the way it come across. And I was like, yeah, I just gotta keep on trying and hope that things work out. And it's like, I think she said something along the lines of, well, they will, like, if you do your part or something. And it was said with, like, a kind of barky, well, if you put yourself to it, or whatever kind of, and it's like, I believe in God, so hope, and all this. And I mentioned how hopeless I was feeling to her, I think, also one day, or maybe it was the same time or whatever. But anyways, so, like, right after she said what she did to me, it's like she kind of hollered back at her kid, and she's like, I just want you to know that there is nothing out there that is dictating your life. You are completely and totally in control of your own life, and everything that happens to you is your own decisions and your own path that you make, and there's no God, is pretty much what she was saying, to her kid. And I was just like, why does she keep having to say this around me? Is she trying to bring me down? And then I don't know, maybe she's trying to make me not believe in God, that way I would be with her, because maybe she thinks that's the only thing keeping me from being with her, but it's not. And I'm not saying that in any mean context or whatever. And then maybe she don't want to be with me, or maybe now she don't want to be with me. I don't know. But I know that she's said 2 and 3 and 4 things at least, I know she said 3. That is like, you like me. And it's like, we can talk about it. I'm not afraid to talk about it. And it's like, I tried to, kind of open the door, but it's like she just shuts it, and she just kind of goes on. And then it's like she kind of, like, for instance, the other night, she let me drive or whatever on the way back from work, and I was like, I'm going to go over here and get me something to eat. So that's all right? And she's like, yeah. So we got something to eat, and she tried one of the jalapeno bites I got, because she's like, oh, let me try that sauce or whatever and stuff. And it's like, she ate it, and then she texted me the next day, and she's like, I'm going to go get me some more of those because I can't get them off my mind. And, and so I was wondering if you want to go get some with me and stuff like that. And I mean, I get that for as far as a friendship, but I also get it as somebody that might be trying to kind of coerce, for as far as, like, relationship-wise. And look, we have similar interests, And it's like, if the feeling's there, it's there, and if it ain't, it ain't, and it ain't, And so maybe I confused her that night whenever we was upset, and I went over to hang out and talk to her because she's depressed, and I was depressed or whatever, and I just kind of was, like, crying whenever I went over. And she's like, what's wrong, and I was talking to her, and I was like, listen, I was like, I appreciate, that's what it was. I was talking in a video earlier about how I appreciate everybody for everything that they do for me, even though they don't think I do. And I was like, I just want you to know that I do appreciate you, and I want you to, because my parents have rode my ass. You don't appreciate a goddamn motherfucking thing, you stupid bitch, you goddamn cunt, you don't appreciate shit, And it's like, yes, I fucking do. You're the one that don't appreciate shit. Hell, you never appreciated me as a fucking kid. But anyways, and so it's in my subconscious mind, you don't appreciate anything, you're a piece of shit, you know? And so it's like, I know what it's like to not be appreciated because my parents don't appreciate me, you know? And so I want to let people know that I appreciate them. So that's the reason whenever somebody does something for me, if I'm with them, if I'm getting out of the car or what the fuck ever, I'm like, thank you for the most part. I don't always say it, but I try to. And it's like she had helped me out like 3 times prior before that day I went over, and I was like, I hadn't thanked her the past few times she'd done stuff for me. I need to thank her. And so I was like, thank you. And I was crying already. And so I was just like, I want to let you know, you know. And I was like, thank you. And I appreciate it. And I was like, if you ever feel like I don't love you, don't think that, you know. Because that's the thing about me is I love everybody. I mean, there for a while, hell, even when I was younger and shit, and I kind of went on a no-talking spree, believe it or not. I kind of did the whole, I'm going to be like a monk kind of thing. And I did it 3rd grade year. Hell, I didn't talk to nobody unless I fucking had to. Because I was bitter, I was mad as hell, because the years before, Dad was beating the shit out of me, and I tried to tell people, and I tried to get help, and I tried to just find somebody that had compassion or comfort to offer me, and nobody had nothing. And so, and it's just like it is now. It's like, I swear to God, I'm on fucking repeat, like I was in 3rd grade, except for this time I ain't shutting my fucking mouth. And maybe that's what I'm going to have to do in the next fucking year. I don't know. But it's like, 3rd grade, I shut my fucking mouth because in 2nd grade, I talked and 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 I talked to people, I talked to friends. I didn't go up to them and be like, hey, my dad's abusing me. But it's like, they're like, Heather, why are you sad? Heather, what's wrong? You know, especially like friends the same age as me. And I'm like, oh, my dad, you know, he beat me with a belt. You know, and I remember one girl, she like looked at my shoulder, you know, one day. And, as a matter of fact, I think she looked at it like 2 or whatever, and she's like, damn, you know, or whatever. And I was like, you know, or she's like, you know, and I was like, you know, and she's like, does that hurt? And I was like, yeah, because she pulled my shirt, you know, and I was just like, yeah, it hurt. You know, and she's like, I didn't know it was that bad, you know, and then he beat you that bad. And I was like, it's bad, you know. But she didn't tell, you know, and that's fine. She's a kid, you know. I mean, I ain't mad about kid not telling, and I ain't mad at myself for talking to kids because I felt more comfortable talking to my peers about the shit than I did anybody else. And that's pretty much where the fuck I'm at right now. Is I talk to my peers about shit whenever I'm fucking work. They're supposed to be my peers because they're adults within their 20s or 30s, supposedly for the most part. And the fuckers don't want to listen, just like kids didn't listen when I was little, and they didn't have, you know, they didn't have compassion for the most part. You know, now that girl did, but other than, you know, just been like, damn, you know, that was it. Like, she didn't say nothing else about it. It's like, she pulled away, you know, she got scared, you know, she pulled away like, oh, you got some shit to deal with on your own. I can't help you. I'm over here, you know? And it's like, I wish that people would be more like that instead of being like, ooh, you know, we got to shit talk her and we got to make fun of her. And we got to, you know, try to pick her apart and figure out if it's a lie, figure out if it's drama, figure out if it's this, figure out if it's that. And it's like, I would rather you just fucking leave me the fuck alone. You know? Like, even if you can't have no compassion about you. But it's like, I really wish to God that somebody could have some damn compassion towards me. Jesus fucking Christ, I don't know. Holy shit, I'm at 44 minutes. But, let me go ahead and kind of wrap this up if I can. And my battery's about to die. But, anyway, so last night I'm on Amino. I'm talking to these 2 guys in particular. One's 19, or so he says. And, he's all, you know, oh, this and that. And I actually had another kid hit me up, supposedly it's another kid hitting me up, wanting me to be his mom, because his mom's dead. And I was like, are you the same kid from the other night that was hitting on me, and you just trying, you know? And he's like, no, you know, and he's like, I don't know what it's like to have a mom, you know, and stuff. Will you be my mom? And I was like, moms have to know their kids. And I was like, I ain't gonna lie, I used to want to have a bunch of kids. And I mean, them, and see, that's the thing too, is the same age, 16-year-old. And it's like my cousins, Caleb and Jason, like they're like 18, 19, or 20 or something around in that age. And it's like I love those fucking boys like they are my babies. And I actually got to thinking about this. This is just really funny. I always wanted to have 7 kids, right? Like legit. I always wanted to have 7 kids. My cousin that had Caleb and Jason, she had 2 more, Izzy and Isaac. So that's 4 kids right there. And then my sister had 2, Michaela and Delaney. And then I got my daughter, Ava. So there's my 7 babies. It didn't work out the way that I wanted it to, damn it. And technically, if that's the case, if that's my 7 kids and God don't bless me with any more, and that's what He kind of gave me for as far as children in my lifetime and everything that I feel very close to. And that's not saying that I don't feel close to my other little baby cousins. Lord, do I. But those I've seen more, and everything. My nieces, and my other 4. But, I've just seen them a lot more and got closer to them, and that's what happens when you spend more time with people. But, technically, I could be like seen as my 7 babies right there. And, hell, like I said, they're like 20, or 19, 18, or whatever, and so I got these 2 16-year-olds that are like, be my mom, and I'm like, and it's like I can, but I can't, and I don't know, and I can talk to you, and I can be nice to you, and I can help you. But the one that's hitting on me, I'm like, you can't be hitting on me. You gotta stop that, and everything. But anyway, so these 2 guys I'm talking to last night, and one of them, like, he's all, like, floored in, excited, or whatever, for as far as talking to me, wants, supposedly a relationship with me, which everybody, that's what they initially say. But, like, I was like, you gotta tell me about yourself. I gotta get to know you. And so he's just like, and then he, like, tell me about you. And I was like, okay. And, like, he kind of asked a question that was, like, personal, and so I got into talking about all the abuse from my dad, and then I got all tore up crying about it and shit. And, like, he kept asking the same question, like, 3 and 4 and 5 times. And I had to, like, I was distraught. Like, I had to write him and just be like, dude, you're going to have to stop talking to me about that. And then he's like, oh, okay, I'll do what you say. And he put, like, a smiley face. And it's like, it's obvious that he's, like, from India or something, And so, I mean, it's just talking, or whatever. But it's like, or I don't know where he's from in all honesty, but it's obvious he ain't from here, and his English ain't that great and everything. And it could be a scammer or whatever, but I mean, I ain't got no problem telling my story. If I did, I wouldn't be on fucking YouTube doing it, But, and I wouldn't talk to people as openly as I do about shit whenever I fucking meet them. And even though I do have a problem with it because I'm like, I wish more people were like me and they weren't fucking around and not talking about shit. I wish they would talk about it. That way, we can get somewhere, because if you talk about it, then you can come up with solutions and everybody can help each other and we can move forward, and it's like everybody else is like, oh, look at that one moron, Heather, over there that likes to actually talk about her problems. Oh my God. It's like, and it's like, I don't want to do that, or I don't want to harp on them, or I'll just blatantly say, yeah, I was molested too as a kid, or, or yeah, I've been raped, or this and that. But then that's all that I'm going to say about it, because it's just the surface level and nobody cares about the in-depth stuff. Well, motherfucker, you come over to my house. I guarantee you I do. I'll listen to you cry. God, will I? Like, I'll be the person that be like, hey, I can't come to work today. My friend's over here and they going through some shit. So you else gonna have to fire me? Or you just gonna have to, find somebody to cover my shift. Like, I'm that person. And even though I'm not that person technically right now, because I just started my job and I'm only getting a few hours and a few days, and be like, no. But other than that, it's like, I'm that person. But I wish somebody could be that person for me, but nobody can. At least nobody I've met so far. Or if they can, they haven't made it clear. So, yeah. But, Anyway, so I was talking to him, got to crying or whatever, and then this other guy that was 19, he was like, "Oh, I'll come see you. I can pay for a plane, this and that, and all that." I was like, "You're 19." And he's like, "I know." He's like, "But," and see, that's the thing I've noticed about, that's so funny. Because, I mean, this ain't my first rodeo, if you will, dealing with people on the internet that, think I'm a pretty face and just want to fuck me or what the hell ever and shit. But it's like it's funny or whatever, and it's like, to a degree. And it's like all these young ones, they come in and they're like, "Oh, I can do this, I got it," and everything. And the moment that you put doubt into them, the moment you question them, their little child egos still can't really rebuttal against that too well. And so you tell them 3 times, "Well, I don't know, it's going to be really hard. It's going to be really difficult." They give up just like that and they're gone. They're like, "Oh, okay, I understand." And while on one hand it's like, oh, they're just very passionate about what they want, and they want it right then and there, and they don't want nobody doubting them, and y'all are going to be a team if y'all are in a relationship together, so y'all got to have each other's back and be able to be like, "Yeah, fuck you, and we're together, and get over it," and all that and everything, but if you can't have that communication of, like, I'm worried and this and that, and I'm having doubts, communication, I guess, then, I mean, you're not headed in a good place if you can't have that open communication to say that. Even if it has to be like, "I'm having doubts," and the other person be like, "Don't," and the other person kind of get onto you, and you're like, "But I do," and they're like, "I don't give a shit. You can't. This is us. We're not them. This is us. Shut up." They have to be a little stern with you, kind of, or whatever. But, anyways, it was funny. And then that's another thing too, like, I'm sitting here because I'm used to talking to my kids so much. Oh my God. And it's been so long talking to my baby and not having her around, and mommy this and mommy that, and can we and will we and when will we and can we today and this and that and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, I want to find like a mute person is what I feel like. Like somebody that I feel like I can kind of trust. Somebody I feel like I can kind of help out in the process of them helping me out. But they're kind of just, yeah. And so am I. And it's just like, we're friends. We just talk about shit. So, because this dude is the dude that, like, I was kind of halfway with, or what the fuck ever, years ago, like 4 years ago or whatever, I wrote him, and he's like, "Hey," and back, and he's like, "Do I know you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then he's like, "Oh," and then he's like, "How are you?" Like, he's relatively polite, but he's kind of not, too, at the same time. And it's like, I just wrote him, and I was like, "Please just fucking," I mean, I wrote him probably like 3 or 4 damn messages. I was like, "Would you just talk to me?" I was like, and I wrote him about, what was it? Because he lied to me about him having another kid or whatever. And I was like, and that was the 4 years ago. That's been 4 years ago, man. I don't give a shit. I mean, I do, but at the same time, I don't. It's not as big of a situation as what the fuck I'm in right now. So can you just be this friend for me? Just somebody to talk to. We ain't never gotta see each other. Just fucking talk to me. Just fucking talk to me. It's like I want to find somebody that's like me. I want to find me. Maybe I should set a mirror up in front of myself and talk to the fucking mirror. I don't know. God, I can see my landlord right now. She'll have it in the fucking papers, and so will the neighbors, and it'll be like, "Crazy woman talks to herself in the mirror. Tonight on the news." And my parents will be like, "Yes, 911. Yes, our daughter's insane. Can you please go pick her up and have her committed?" Like, she talks to a mirror. Fuck. But anyways, Jesus Christ. Which pretty much I'm kind of doing anyways for as far as YouTube. But at least in doing that, it's like somebody else can watch it and they can learn something from it. For the love of God, I hope so. I hope somebody learns something out of it. Even if it's just their opinion of me. And they're just like, oh, don't like her. Oh, she's nasty. You know, or oh, this. Or what the fuck ever. But anyways, so I tried to talk to him. He ain't wrote back. I was just like, whatever. Okay, I'm alone. You know, and so that kind of just dun, you know, and then these guys and this one talking to me about my childhood abuse, and I was just like, I'm crumbling over here, stop it. But another thing that I want to say really quick before I get into the flea market thing, because it kind of ties in, is yes, I'm sitting here wearing the same goddamn outfit that I've had on for what, 3 or 4 fucking days. And I don't give a shit. I do on one hand because I believe in cleanliness. I really do. But at the same goddamn time, if I don't fucking feel like it, I don't fucking feel like it. And that's the thing too, is like apparently a lot of people want to make fun of it. And they want to be like, oh my God, you stink. Oh my God, you're so nasty. Oh my God, you're this. Because they don't have the confidence to be like, yeah, I didn't take a shower today, to the whole world. Now to me, though, and I'm not going to say a name, but y'all can probably figure who, it's like I hadn't took a shower in 2 days. I hadn't took a shower and my hair is greasy. But I still, you know, got to do this, got to do that. I hadn't had time to. You get what I'm saying? Or I hadn't felt like it because my life is so stressed out. Well, join the dirty butt party or what the fuck ever. Like, hell yeah. Like, I get it, you know? Like, I'm sorry, there's people in the world that go a lot longer without taking baths and showering and what the fuck ever and shit. And I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of the illusion. I'm not into it. I've never been into it. Now I have been into taking a shower, God, every fucking day religiously and shaving my legs every fucking day. Oh my God. And I miss those days, but I had time and I had the energy and I had the confidence that made me feel this wonderful and this great to be in this. And then it was before and after when my kid was still a baby. So it's like, yay, I can put her to sleep and she's going to sleep for 3 hours and take a nap. And I don't have no real, you know, like other things to worry about because I'm a stay-at-home mom. My parents pay the bills. We got food stamps. They're glad that I stay at home to a degree because then they can keep their thumb on me and make me feel like shit so they can make themselves feel better and call me names and all kinds of stuff. But even though they call me names, I can deflect them now because I'm older and I have this beautiful child, you know, and so it's like I can shower, you know, and I can enjoy it, and I can bathe, and I can shave my legs, and I can do this, and I cannot feel guilty or bad or anything about it. But it's like the amount of guilt that people have made me feel for the most basic of fucking things is fucking ridiculous. But anyways, so that's that, dealing with that. For as far as the whole shower thing. So, people want to shit talk me because I ain't had a shower in 4 fucking days, or if I ever go... What's the longest I've probably ever went without not taking a shower? Probably about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. And I've probably done that twice in the 4 years that I've been here. Like, went 2 weeks without taking or twice. Probably went around 2 weeks without taking a shower. One of them was as soon as they took my kid. Like, literally, I didn't give a flying fuck. I did not give a shit. But I took a French whore bath, as my sister calls it, you know, which is perfume. Put your clothes on and soak your ass in perfume and deodorant and go the fuck on. And the thing is oddly enough, and maybe it's people that like stinky smells, I don't know. Or maybe my body odor really ain't that fucking bad. But I've actually had people compliment me on, you know, you smell so good. When I haven't had a bath, and maybe it's because the amount of perfume that I put on versus on the days that I have, and I just showered. And I barely put any perfume on, so apparently I put enough perfume on to mask. But, anyways, back to dealing with kind of my old job or whatever. Went over about the tax papers, was told by Jennifer that they're going to be there because she's left jobs before with the company, and they're always there, and they don't send them out, and you got to go there to pick them up. So I went over there last night to go ahead and try to get them. Plus, I was hungry. And they're like, oh, we don't have them. We done send them out in the mail. So I'm like, who the fuck's lying to me? Then they're like, hey, have you talked to the manager to get hired back on over here? And I was like, no, I was told not to, because Jennifer told me that the manager said no, that I couldn't be hired back on. Then another night I went over there, and this other manager said, no, it's between the GM manager, the head one or whatever, told two managers, it's between y'all if you want her back. And so this one out of the two told me, oh, the manager said this, and I want you back. She didn't say it in that way, but she's like, oh, well, I told her that, yeah, we need you back. And so she's insinuating that the other manager is stating that, she don't want me back or what the hell ever. Well, the other manager's the one that was over there last night or whatever. And she says to me, have you spoke to her about coming back? And so I just told her flat out, I was like, listen, this. And then I'm like, I don't even know if I want to come back because there's so much damn drama. And she's like, yeah, I know it's gotten worse ever since you left. And the thing is I feel like it's gotten worse ever since I left because now people know me and they know that I'm nearby and they have nothing more to gossip about. They can't refocus onto something else and move the fuck on. But anyway, so don't know where my tax paper is. Got to figure that out. Got to figure out if I ever want to talk to the manager over there again and see what the fuck the deal is. And in all honesty, I kind of don't. I don't care because the drama. And then even a new girl that was over there, she was like, oh yeah, she's like, yeah, the drama's got so bad. But the thing is I was told when I was working there, and I got to hurry and spit this out because I only got 6 minutes left. But I was told one day by a different manager completely that the GM was tired of coming in and it looking like a flea market around there. Because the way I would set out the condiments and sauces. And I knew that that was a throw off towards me. So whenever this manager said that to me, and this GM has done told me that she wants to fire me. So I said to the manager, I said, well, at least now I know if I ever leave this job, I know I can come to the GM and get a recommendation for a certain specific type of job, like working at the flea market. And the thing is I really don't like people throwing off on flea markets. I just don't, for starters. You can find a lot of great deals out there, and in all honesty, it's probably one of the only goddamn places you can actually find a real leather belt that is gonna last you. And not one of these little store shitting fucking ones that's gonna snap in 2 goddamn weeks because you been it. But anyways, and the thing is it's like, oh, you want to throw off on flea markets because, yeah, I live like I look like I have one or what the fuck ever. Yeah, my jacket's checkered. Yeah, I do things a certain way. But, honey, I ain't the one that's up there probably every goddamn weekend. Now, my daddy is, probably, still to this day. But I ain't. And it's like, and I ain't because I got the shit that I need at my house. I don't have to go up there all the fucking time to buy the shit that I need. But anyway, so, as I'm sitting there eating, and it looks like they are whispering, it really does. Call me paranoid, I don't give a shit. But it looks like they're like, why is she still sitting there? Why is she here? Why did she stay so long? Why didn't she just take her food and go? That's what it looked like to me. And then they start throwing off on the flea market shit and ass thing. And they're like, yeah, this and that, a flea market around here. And they're saying it really loud every time they say flea market. And this guy said it twice and this girl said it once. And they're smirking as they're saying it. So it's like, just stop. And it's like dealing with my zodiac sign for as far as being a Leo in Western astrology. It says Leos notice every insult, every sly, every nuisance, every, corner of your mouth turned up, everything. And so I get in a habit where I sit and stare at people sometimes, not because I'm trying to make them feel uncomfortable, because I'm trying to get a feel for them. And that's the thing about me, is I get a feel for everybody, and technically I don't like anybody to a degree. I try to. And I do love everybody because I love existence. I love every living, breathing thing. And oh, that's the thing too. Back whenever I didn't talk when I was younger and stuff or whatever as much and stuff, I got to where if there was a spider in the house, for instance, I would catch it and take it out. I didn't want to kill it. Ants, I'd try to go find where they was at and like stop them and like redirect them, or something, like by pouring a sweet drink like away from the house, kind of like a little trail and then away, so that way they'd move their anthill, and stuff like that. And like ladybugs or praying mantis or anything or any type of spider or whatever. I got to where I was like that for quite a while. And then I grew out of it eventually. I was just like, they're bugs. Whatever. I don't like bugs at all. But anyways, I gotta end it here because I'm running out of time. But it's like, I technically don't have any friends, but the thing is I'm in the same boat as everybody else because nobody else does either. It's all just a facade. It's all just a mind game that everybody wants to play on each other, and I don't even want to play it. So, there it is. But I'm going to end it here, and I will catch you later in tomorrow's video. And so, I hope you're doing good. Keep putting your best foot forward. And if you like me, give me a thumbs up. And that's another thing, too. Don't sit here and like videos because you're some little shithead, that might be liking them because you're trying to, like, catch me up on shit and get me in trouble or what the fuck ever. Because I can go back with the videos and prove other things that I said and all this and that. And so, it's out there. But I'll catch you later. Take care.